of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous leadership.
I put all the pressure on me to be better and come through for my teammates. This is the position I put myself in. It's the position I put our team in, and as the leader and the guy that goes out there and make things happen, that's the way it's going to be.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And, Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. And looking at what we've seen, Cavaliers pretty much in control here, it would appear.
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
Big Dog is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's LeBron James. Then there's Iman Shumpert. And it's Money in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. And he hits the bucket. And that's 10 points for Big Dog.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
And guys, a lot of problems for the Nuggets last year. Ended the season with a 30-52 record and really struggled even against the Eastern Conference.
Here's Murray looking for his first basket still in this one. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And for the Nuggets struggling against the East, something they aren't used to doing. They usually pile on the wins when they take on that conference.
Yeah, typically that's the case, but the Nuggets won only 11 games against the East, tied for second lowest amongst Western Conference teams. It's the first losing record against the East for the Nuggets since 2004.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Denver also making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for Arthur. Will Barton comes in for Gary Harris. And it's Moutier in for Dimes. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
the kid. Gallinari covering. Good. The kid's got his second bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Fareed. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Boss. Gallinari covering. Cleveland moving the ball around. Pass to Boss. 14 feet away. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Moutier. Screen by Fareed. Moutier kicks to Barton. Here's Fareed. Here's Laverne. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. For Denver, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. D passes to Boss. From the arc. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari.
Really was a slow start for Gallinari last season. Took him a while to get back to speed after missing all of the 2013-14 season with that torn ACL.
That'll be a 5-second call. Gallinari did get better and better over time. I mean, he improved. He started to get back to his former self near the end of the season.
Yeah, had that huge 47-point explosion towards the end of last season. And listen, he's still a young guy and hopefully can continue to build after his injury woes.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And so here's Cleveland. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Passes to Raymond. Launches it. And another 3 for Cleveland.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That's his third foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. James checked in for Boss. Amon Shumpert has come in for the Kid. And Harris subbed in for D. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Denver. Moutier with the ball. Picked up by Harris. There's the pick. Moutier passed to Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. Poked loose to end the run. Wow, way off on that one. Cleveland's gotten on a roll from three-point land. They've been flawless. 6 for 6 tonight. Dishes to LeBron. Out to Harris. We've got 1:48 left in the first half. Puts up a three. Another three for Cleveland. Cavs didn't start the season as a team built around the three, but they would end it that way.
Yeah, and after the trade for Smith and Shumpert, it changed their dynamic. All of a sudden, they can do a lot of damage from beyond the arc.
Moutier, no good.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
And scoring at will, starting to pull away here.
Certainly this one's threatening to get out of hand and soon, partner.
And the basket by Harris.
You know, you look at what they're doing, and it's easy to see why they want to run right now.
And guys, 9 straight points for them on fast breaks. You can't blame them for getting out.
Now, here's Moutier. He's had some playing time. from him. And there's the whistle. That goes on Flash. That's his first foul for the Cavaliers. Money's checked in for cool hands. Kyrie Irving comes in for Rain Man. And it's Big Dog in for Harris. And then for Denver, Terrell Arthur. He's checked in for Gallinari. Harris comes in for Barton. And it's Dimes in for Moutier. The Nuggets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the first one drops.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The Nuggets missed the postseason again last year. Never really had a good look at it and just fell and back. The path.
And it's the second straight year of not playing playoff basketball in Denver. This coming on the heels of 10 straight bursts between 04 and 13.
Now here's James. 35 seconds left in the first half of the game. And he gets it to go.
That's now 7 straight for them coming from fast breaks.
Yeah, and they're making it look easy, guys, running it down the opponent's throat.
And, you know, for Denver, historically, they've enjoyed a lot of success for a long time. I mean, missing the playoffs consecutively might have been the wake-up call they needed to try something different going forward.
The Nuggets have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. There's 25 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Big Dog. He's got 13. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Here's Murray up on top. That's tipped. With 1 on the clock. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Ken. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet and in.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
They were brick city, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. And you know, Big Dog has been really making it happen, guys.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Fareed at the 4. Will Barton is out there with Moutier. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated, maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. Cleveland on defense. And it's going to be... Two free throws, drew contact on the shot.
And you know, Kyrie Irving's really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
Oh my God, I just got that.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
17-foot shot on the way. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Pulls up. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Barton, and James pulls it down.
Well, I don't like to see anybody miss a layup. Boy, that was painful to watch.